All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So we have some Jets news regarding the wide receiver room and Alan Lazard. And this news came out early this morning, I believe, by Over the Cap. But we finally have an answer with this whole Alan Lazard situation, right? Was he going to stay? Was he going to get, traded to Aaron Rodgers' new team? Was he going to be just flat out released post June 1st, save money? All these different questions, right? Because it just doesn't really, like, the Jets have made moves on all these different players. And Alan Lazard is still kind of one of like the prominent, people from that Aaron Rodgers end of the Joe Douglas regime. But he's going to stay, right? He's going to stay on a new reworked deal just for this season. So for the exact numbers, the cap charge in 2025 is down from 13.2 mil to 4.6 mil. Base salary is 2.25. And then there's, of course, additional game-by-game roster bonuses worth up to $250,000. Here's the downside. The Jets do owe Lazard 4.4 mil in 2026 as a dead cap charge, which, you try to eliminate the dead cap charges wherever you can, but it is what it is, right? It's $4 million. The cap is going to go up. That's going to alleviate that $4 million anyway. But the bottom line is this. You're looking at the Jets wide receiving core. It's definitely one of the thinner cores in football. And so to bring someone like Lazard back in, someone with NFL experience, someone who is going to be playing in a new style of system. And one thing I was thinking about too the other day, it was actually gearing up for a podcast with Tyson from Let's Talk Jets Radio. I was thinking to myself, Aaron Glenn, because I was thinking about the whole Justin Fields, Aaron Glenn connection back in the NFC North, right? Glenn playing against Justin Fields and him kind of having that experience saying, okay, like, how do we stop this mobile quarterback? What do we do to, limit his strengths? Just scouting that quarterback. Alan Lazard came from the NFC North as well. So you got to wonder, okay, maybe Glenn is looking at Lazard as someone who can get better in this new style of system. I will say Lazard is a pretty good blocker at the wide receiver position, but as far as the draft goes, I don't think this changes a thing. I don't think the Jets are like, okay, great, we have Lazard, no need to target a wide receiver now. Yeah, you could have high hopes. Maybe he looks a little bit better. Maybe the numbers are improved. Maybe he works really well with Justin Fields. All that stuff's great. But at the end of the day, it's still a 1-year deal that's pretty cheap. So if there's a wide receiver on the board in the second round or in the third round, I don't think that's going to say, oh, wait, no. We have Lazard. We'll just unfortunately pass on this wide receiver that we like. So I don't think it changes the draft whatsoever. I think it does, however, give them maybe a little bit more flexibility with the draft where they're not like, oh, God, we really love this O-lineman. We really love this D-tackle in round 2. But our wide receiver room is so thin. Let's just take the wide receiver who's rated 5 points less than the player that we originally want. Because we're so thin, we now have to reach. So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, go Jets.